All right, you have seen the person in the shot, Mr. Tyrone Rose. Mr. Rose is a past student of Ferncourt High School. Actually, I know him a very, very long time. But I said, I'm at my stamping ground. This is my yard. This is my school. I've covered many schools, but this is Ferncourt High School. It's different. Mr. Rose, welcome to Island of Innsworth.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure. It's a
It's a
pleasure.
pleasure. Mr. Rose, you are the manager of Ferncourt High School, the Costa Cup team. How does it feel as a past student?
Excellent, excellent. It's like an opportunity that you've been waiting for. When you can give back to
Right.
your school, and you know we love the school for a long time,
Yeah.
because that's why we come back together and help the school. So, yeah, man, it's a pleasure.
The pleasure.
Mm.
And under the past student, you are also involved in the Easter break celebration,
Every year,
yeah,
there's the football fiesta.
football fiesta.
Yeah, started by Mr. Yuan Walden,
Yes.
Yellow. I know everybody come around and make it something that becomes an annual thing. And that one day event brings back all the past students under the auspice of the 95 group. And it brings in sponsorship to cover the football program. So the dorm that we are on now with the football team is fully sponsored due to that one day football fiesta. That our friends, because all of your friends,
Right.
yeah, come together and make it happen on that one day.
And Mr. Rose, what are the plans for this year? What are the plans? Tell me the short-term plan for football for
Yes.
Ferncourt, and then you can go into the long-term plan.
Of
But
course.
what is it?
Definitely. First of all, this is the first Ferncourt has started their football training for the Costa Cup from January. So our short-term plan going into the dorm that we have now is that we play a lot of practice matches. We enter the Centre and Division One competition. We're in a night football league, eight aside in Trelawney, and we are traveling. We're playing in Trelawney, Clarendon. So we're getting them a lot of match practice under their belts. We give them a lot of experience playing games in different conditions against different teams. So the short-term goal is to enter the Costa competition and reach at least the second round. And last year, I don't know if you know that the under 16 did very well last year. So we want to replicate that because they went to the next round and almost qualified to go to the quarterfinals. So we have that same plan, not just for the Costa Cup, but for the under 16 and the under 14. It's a program. So we are not just looking for the media hype of the Costa Cup. We have to look at the under 16 and under 14 to continue the program. So the medium term now is that we are going to renovate the football field at the school. We're going to create a proper sporting facility that hosts better training for football, cricket, athletics, netball, and at the end of the day, Ferncourt can be better able to have a sports program that integrates with our academics. So long term is that persons will come to Ferncourt because you're a student first, and we'll put out better young men and young women with academics and sports as a complement, and not just an athlete.
Sound very good, Mr. Rose. I must also mention that you are not new to football. You actually represent Ferncourt. You were the goalkeeper.
Yes,
You went and you carry Benfica
yes.
to the National Premier League. This is the same Tyrone Rose that you're looking at,
Yes.
round Benfica.
I remember cricket. I was a cricket captain with,
Cricket
with,
captain.
with Sadiq.
Sadiq Manwana, tell me about the Benfica project that
Yes.
so if you can replicate it back to Ferncourt.
Of course, of course. So in my community, we had an issue. Is that Sentan did not go to Premier League for like 22 years before we went as Benfica. And in our community, we as friends, and we came together and we decided that under the auspice of Benfica, which is an established club from a very long time in Lime, that we were going to go back to Premier League. And we created a structure, we created a team, and we went on the discipline program that got us there in record time. So, in fact, a lot of people don't know that Benfica took the shortest time to reach Premier League under the program, the Super League program that was created.
Mhm.
And it is because of our discipline, because of how well we played, and that fire that we had inside of us. And that did not just come, that was what people saw at the match, but behind it was a lot of groundwork. And that's what I'm bringing to Ferncourt. I'm going to create that foundation on the good standard principles and under good operational practices in an accountable way, and we're going to build better young men. So that alone will give us the sort of a foundation to grow on. So I'm definitely going to present it back to Ferncourt. It's going to be replicated. We started by entering the Division One competition, and people were astounded at how well the same team that
Mhm.
they watched last year, nobody different, same team come back in front of them, and they were 3 to 5 times better in how they played and they demonstrated the game of football during their matches.
Dom life. How the Dom this year, the discipline, everything. We know that Dom can be a little tricky sometimes for
Yeah.
youngsters. How is it?
Well, first of all, you have to understand how I operate. I believe in the fundamental principles, and then that will carry through. To give you an example, we went to do a science training, and a fellow past student of ours, Odeniki, came there, and when the food was put out, he said, "But Tyrone, who's going to share the food?" I'm saying, "No, man, just watch them." And the youth then went up, they coordinated themselves, and a few of them just started to share. So
Mhm.
because we have young men operating on a better principles, we have less issues. So after almost a month at the dorm, the principal contacted me and asked me, "What's the formula?" So I said, "What are you talking about?" I think chemistry, because I do chemistry.
Yeah.
You must have found the young men up here, no problem. Hear them. See no garbage, see nothing. And them are moving in groups, and this is boys need structure. And
Yeah.
I know from the issues I used to give myself, once I give structure, once I give them a positive reason, then you'll see positive results.
Positive results. Games. You mentioned games. How are the games going? You're just coming out of the center and Division
Yes,
One.
yes.
What the plan was to get them sharp
Okay.
going down into this
So
one.
in the Division One, the first we have entered that since the 90s. Under a different name, Shiloh. We were third in our group, so we just missed out on a semi-final spot. They won 2 games, draw 2 games, and lost a match. So we were just at 1 point behind the second place, and they give a great account of themselves. They operated very well, and in addition to that, we're playing this 8-a-side competition in Trelawney, which is a very sort of an active league because it's a smaller field game, so they're learning a lot more about ball position, moving the
Mhm.
ball quickly. And so in August, we'll be playing a lot more practice matches against the Costa Cup teams,
Yes.
against teams who are now preparing for the Premier League.
Mhm.
So they're going to get different levels of involvement in playing matches. And all players, to include our under 16 and under 14, will get a chance to play. So we're creating depth, and we're preparing everybody for what we're planning to do in September.
Sound good, Mr. Rose. Trust me, it sound like it's a big plan. You have big team. You
Yes.
have man, big
I,
things up here.
yeah,
Eh?
I know why
It
I'm so
sound different.
excited. It's when you have something where you know if you do it and you
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
For me, it's exciting.
It's
Yeah,
excited.
to some people
You
it's
look. You
work.
look. I sound excited.
Yes.
All right. Tell how the community support as a manager of the team, or the community, the Manny, the Golden Grove, do the rally around. This is the only school actually in this year,
True,
high school
true.
actually this year.
Unfortunately, that support is not there yet, but it
Mm.
is building.
Yeah.
Because now we're getting a couple of students who from other schools where their parents are saying, try out Ferncourt team. So that outreach has begun. When people see something going good, then they'll move towards it. So
Hmm.
the young men and the performances that we are hoping that they can give on the day will help to bring in that support. But I can tell you, going to Trelawney, going to Jacksal, people appreciate the school because not only them are do well, how them see the young men approach things. They're disciplined and them approach things proper. Then well mannered after match. Then go shake the next team hands. Then we're not having behavioral problems. And I think the older persons, the adults appreciate that more. So we're gonna build that support over time. And I'm gonna make it a point of duty to outreach to the community, near and far, to get them on board with Ferncourt.
Well, Mr. Rose, as a past student myself, when I came and I saw the boys in gear, I saw them in their gear walking, I saw a difference. I saw the coaches in their shirt with their initials,
Yes, yes,
front manager, coach. There's something different about it, and myself is excited,
yes, yes, yes,
right?
yes,
Mr. Rose, the zone won't be easy.
yes.
I'm gonna ask the coaches some different question. Read that though.
Mm.
But say Ferncourt don't make it out of the zone. How disappointed would you be?
Well, first of all, I think you need to remember who you're talking to, because when they told me in Benfica that this could not be done,
Right.
it is the worst thing you ever tell me, because I went home that night and I didn't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the drawing board and I prepare as a manager. I prepare the plan, the structure, and then I work with the coaches and ensure that execution is done properly. And once the players buy in, and don't tell me say me can't,
Yeah.
don't tell me say no go happen,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yes.
at the end of the day, the team that is more spirited, that plays together, that has a purpose, that has a reason, that wants to win, will find a way to win. And that's what we're building with these young men. So September will take care of itself, because I think they should be worried about me and Ferncourt more than me are worried about them. They
Yeah.
know where me are come from. They should be very worried about what we are come about.
Yeah.
Because me know, so me are prepare some soldiers in red,
Right.
and them are come.
You're talking big and bold.
Yes,
You sound like you're sending a message.
I am. I am.
I
I am. I
am.
am not afraid to do so.
Mr. Rose, thank you very much, man. We are looking out. We may be far, but we are very, very near to the program. We are looking out as I said, many past students are just listening for that result.
Of
And
course.
whenever Thursday, whenever Fern quickly. Thank you for being such an inspiration around the boys, for taking up this mantle. It's a big change I've seen. I'm on the ground actually, and I'm seeing a very big change. I've been saying to you, go and get them, and you finally.
Yes.
Thank you very much for
Yes.
talking to
Okay,
Island
okay. And big up to Island Up in Sports. Support, like, share, and make it be a constant thing, because we're doing it.
Respect, man.